Now we look on the use case diagram relationship. So there are three types of relationship. The first one we have inclusion or include. So inclusion enable to reuse one use case step inside another use case. So that the explanation of the inclusion or include. And then we have extension or exclude. We have extension or extend. So this extension allow creating a new use case by adding step to existing use cases. Another part we have generalization, allow the child use cases to inherit behavior from a parent use case. So use case, let's say we have self-service machine. So we have three type of actors or users. We have customer, we have supplier, we have collector. So customer is able to buy a product. Supplier able to restock on the self-service machine, vending machine, and then a collector able to collect money. So we have three type of user in this system. Okay, use case example on the inclusion relationship. Okay, let's say we have restock. So when we perform restock activities, in the same time we need to open and close the machine. So the operation of open and close the machine is referred to includes relationship. So it's represented by the dash arrow with this includes. Means that you have one use case. In order to do restock, you need to open the machine and you need to close the machine. Okay, another example, use case collect. When you want to collect money, you need to open the machine and you need to close the machine. So this is the relationship of includes. When you want to perform certain part, you need to do another part in order to perform that part. Okay, in order to collect money, you need to open and you need to close. So this one you can include another use case. Okay, based on the explanation, inclusion enable to reuse one use case step inside another use case. In order to restock, you need to open and close the machine. So this another use cases. Okay, next we look for extend relationship. Okay, the difference between include and extend. Okay, for include, you want to restock, you need to open and close the machine. Extend mean you need to extend another activities. Okay, restock according to sales. Okay, the activities is restock according to steps to the sale. When you restock, you can restock according to sales. This one is include activities, this one is extend activities from the restock activities. So it represented using the dash arrow with this extend name. Next part is generalization relationship. So this part is more on the inheritance that we have learned in OOP concept. We have user, for example, we have supply agent. So supply agent can be restocker and it also can be a collector. So it generalize certain another actors here. From the supply agent, it can be other restocker or it can be other collector. So this collector and restocker inherit or become a children of this supply agent. Okay, another example, let's say we have chef. Chef can be mom and chef can be father, for example. So from one actor, it can generate another actor, specific actor. So this one is an example of the use case diagram based on the vending machine or self-service machine. So type of user, we have customer, we have supplier, and then supplier can be restocker and can be a collector. Okay, these are the use cases. We have buy a product, so customer is allowed to buy a product. And then we have supplier, it can be restocker and collector. If restocker, it able to restock. Is a collector, it able to collect money. So when they need to restock, they need to open and close the machine. So include relationship. Okay, if they want to restock, it can extend to restock according to sales, based on the sales. Okay, when you collect money, you need to open and you need to close. So this example on a use case diagram with extend, include, and generalization relationship. Okay, the next part we go for the use case and the scenario. The difference between the use case and the scenario. Each use case is one or more scenario. Means each use case can have many scenario. Okay, for example, we have use case to add subject. Okay, in order to add subject, it can have one scenario, subject get added successfully, or you fail to add the subject. That are the scenario that you can get when you try to add the subject. Okay. Second use case, enroll subject. First scenario, student is enrolled for the subject. Second scenario, enrollment fails since the student already enrolled in the subject. There are two possibilities. Scenario is more on the possibility. So each scenario have their own sequence steps. Okay, let's say scenario 1, student is enrolled for subject. Student choose to enroll subject action. So check the student has enrolled in less than 10 subject. Check if the subject is valid. Assign subject to the student. If valid, then you can assign subject to the student. So inside one use case, they can have many possibility. But in the use case diagram, it only shows the activities. Okay, another part here, scenario 2, enrolling fails since the student already enrolled in 10 subject. This one is based on the condition. So scenario is referred to another possibility involved when you do certain activities inside the system. So that are the difference between the scenario and the use cases. Okay, next point, from use case to class. University record system, URS, keep information regarding the student and academic staff. So based on this part, you know that you have an object, student and academic. And student and academic staff has a lot of attribute. They have student ID, email address, date of birth. Okay, based on that part, you can identify that class, there are several classes based on the system. First, you have university student record, URS, and then you have student class, and then you have class for academic staff, and then you have the university members and the subject. So based on the scenario, that situation, you can come out with this kind of class diagram. So this one refer to high level class diagram for the URS. So it involve URS database, university member. So university member, it can be academic staff and student. This one is the relation of generalization, and then it has the subject involved. You can academic staff can teach a subject, not more than 3. Okay, student can enroll to the subject, not more than 10. This is the relationship between all the classes. So based on these classes, you can come up with your own program and start coding. Okay, so that's all for the use case diagram.